I need to be in the thick of it. And whatever the thickness is, I need to be here. The smoke and everything else, I need to be here. I need to be right here. You know why I need to be right here? Because I got to show face and skin. I got to show face and skin to my followers. I got to show face and skin to my viewers. I got to show face and skin to my subscribers. This is what I must do. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know about nobody else. See, on this platform, we don't play games. We don't play these type of games, right? We don't run. We don't run on the first sign of blood. We don't do that. Why the reason why I'm saying that? Because there's a lot of things that's going to go on. We already know that New York City is a target. It's been a target because New York City is the leading force of majority of the world. This is where this sick barbaric devil demon sit at. He sits in the whole United States, but he sits here more. He sits here more. He sits everywhere over here in the West in our land, but he sits here. This is what he do. So, so what we supposed to do? Being that all of these things that's going on, you don't know what's fake and phony. You don't know what is AI. You don't know what's going on because because this ignorance has been normalized. Killing and shooting has been normalized. AI and everything else has been normalized. Right? You don't know what's truth from falsehood. And the only way that you can tell it if you tap into your spirituality. Your spirituality, the universe and everything else, your feelings, your empathy, your care for everything in existence will let you know there's something going on. And it's letting me know something is going on. Something is cooking. Something is cooking. So being that something is cooking, we have to cook too. We have to go back in the old days. Let me tell you something. A lot of our ancestors, right? Some fled because they needed to fled. Some fled because they needed to go settle in other places. They just ain't fled because of the first sign of people being murdered, our people being murdered. They fled because of survival, other tactics where we need to go over there, we need to go here, we need to go over there. This was strategic moves. This was not dummy moves. This was a strategic move that our ancestors did and our elders did. So to sit here and use the major platform for views, shares, and likes, subscribes, for fame, fortune, and riches, and everything else, and tell people they need to leave New York City because something big is going to happen, that's being a coward. That's being a coward. We don't move like that. Where are we going to go? Where the elderly going to go? Where are the people that's elderly people that needs help, that needs food to come to their house every day, meals on wheels and everything else? Where we need to go if something do happen. So the first thing we're going to pick up and leave, we're going to believe we're going to believe all our fellow neighbors and our community and our society. We're going to up and leave and just leave and go somewhere else where it's safe. That's a coward. These are coward tactics, man. These are coward tactics. This was exactly what this is. Even though we know that we don't got nothing to do with this. We don't, but we live here. Our ancestors built this country. They built this country. They built over here in the West, in the West, in the West, and in a lot of other places. We built. We built this thing. So in order to leave, why are we going to leave? Your ancestors didn't leave. They died and got murdered and burned and hung. Yes, some fleed is because we needed to spread it out around the world. We need to spread it out around our allies. Our allies was in Canada. Our allies is in Mexico. Our allies is in Venezuela and a lot of other places outside of over here in the West, in the West, in the West. We had to spread out. Yes, we was losing. We was losing the battle, but we did not run. We fought. Nobody wasn't no slaves. This is why the mindset of these individuals that's doing these things on these major platforms, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the pain and suffering that they're causing upon, right, our communities and anybody else that's watching on these major platforms. You got one that cares. You got one that's sitting here that cares. And I care. And a lot of these guys that's doing this, check out their channel. They're going to tell you, better up and leave. I'm telling you right now, gather all your money up, gather everything up. We don't got no bomb bunkers. Where we getting that at? Where we getting these bomb bunkers? Let me tell you something. That's a coward. That is a coward. Because it doesn't matter what material, whatever mankind uses against you, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. I don't care if you build bomb bunkers. I don't care if you try to go somewhere else. If it's your time go, it's going to go. The Creator says that in scriptures. He says that. Death will find you on the highest mountain. So it's going to seek you out and destroy you. It doesn't matter what you build and what you do. What are you running for? You're running because this is cowardness. Yellowback. You heard that term, yellowback? And this is what's going on and what's being spreaded. This is what's going on because it gets you to view them, to click on them, and everything else. And then you tell the people, yo, you better go ahead and leave. You better leave New York City. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. And then later on, they're gonna tell you, yo, hit my Cash App, hit my PayPal. Why, if I gotta leave, why is I'm giving you money? It makes no sense. I want the games that's being played upon people, especially upon people that's 60 and up, 65 and up. Because, our elders, they watch these channels. They watch you and they know who you are. They know the fake and phony. They know the fake and phony. They know the people that's doing it for fame, fortune, and riches. Like says the squad, like came in action. They know. They can feel that you're phony. And when you spreading this stuff on these major platforms, telling people, you better go, you better leave. Where are we going? Where the disabled going? Where the elderly is going? Where are they going? Nobody's not prepared because nobody listens. So being that nobody listens, and we don't believe that doo-doo stinks, we got to stay here. Yo, in peace, I'm out. Bye. I don't care, get bombed up. That's thousands and thousands of millions of people that's going to be murdered. Do you understand that? That is a coward. I need for people to understand this, man. And this is what's going on. See, they using this right here. They're using AI. They're using everything else to get thousands and millions of views and shares and likes. And you could click it up. But if you stand on loyalty, you stand on respect, you stand on honesty, you stand on worshiping the Alpha Omega and serving him, you ain't going to hear none of that. You're going to see the lies and the deception that these people are doing, man. And it's crazy, man. A lot of people's doing this, man. They doing this for shares and likes and subscribes. People worrying about their numbers. They worrying about their views. They worrying about everything else. They're not speaking the truth, knowledge, and understanding into the people. And maybe they are. But me, I got to be in the thick of it. There may be somebody that need me. There may be somebody that need me. They may need water. They may need food. They may be trapped somewhere. That I may have to get them out their apartment, out their home, or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to be there. I want to be there to help. I want to be there to help if anything go down, if anything. And that's my motto. I have empathy and care. I have empathy and care, man. I may get a call. Listen, Austin, you need me to come over here. I need to pull up. I need to be there to help, man. And it's sad. It's sad where we are as a people. It's sad that we've been, our brains been digital, right, and AI out. That our brains and our minds been digital and AI out. We believe everything what we see on these major platforms, on these computers, on these tablets, and everything else, while people sitting back lying and getting clickbaits and getting views, thousands and thousands and thousands of views. This is what they doing. And then after they tell you that, yo, hit my Cash App, hit my Zelle, hit my Apple Pay, hit my PayPal. You just told me they're gonna bomb the place. They're gonna do all this other stuff. You just said that. Why is I'm gonna give you money? You just told me to prepare for it. So I have to prepare financially. So why should I give you money? I want you to see the trickery of these individuals. I gotta be in the thick of it. And this is why a lot of these guys' platforms are going down, because you know what? They've been lying. They've been lying. On a lot of these major platforms, they've been lying, man. They've been lying. They don't care nothing about you. They using this confusion and pain to get paid. To get paid. I'm using this, right, to get you prepared for what may come. I already told you when they stop the food stamps and stuff like that, to gather up your water, to gather up your canned goods, to gather up your rice, to gather up your beans, to gather up your candles, to gather up your flashlight. I told you this already. They telling you to leave. They telling you to leave. Where you going? You don't got no money. You don't got nothing. Nobody has really nothing. So where they going? They don't got no bomb bunkers and nothing like that. The best thing we could do is get some masks and stuff like that, man. Prepare yourself. If I had millions and millions of dollars, I will prepare all of us. I will buy gas masks. I will do everything that we can. Radiation suits. I will do it because I care about life. I care about life. I care about mankind. I am mankind. Do you get it? It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. And this is what these individuals do. This is what they do. This is what they do. They do this. For fame, fortune, and riches, life shades and squad, life cameras in action. You know? They telling you to leave, 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 leave. Where you going? You don't got no money, you don't got no food, you don't got anything. You don't know what's going on. You may get stuck in your house. Something may happen. You know? What about the elder? What you should do is go check up on your mother, check up on your father, check up on people, put the cameras in their house and everything else. If you thinking that way, go get your mother, father, bring them over there. If you feel that way. If you feel that way. So you're going to all be together as a family when it goes down. This is what people do, man. Why should I run and leave? My ancestors didn't do it. The elders didn't do it. They stood there and fight and died and got burned and everything else and stood their ground. Now we up and running. The place our ancestors built, their blood and their property is in this earth and this very soil. Do you understand that how connected you are? This is the ignorance that's being preached and practiced on these major platforms. This is what's going on. The ignorance. I can't be the only one talking up for us, man. I can't be the only one talking up. There's a lot of ignorance going on. Ignorance. Spreading ignorance. Misinformed, being misinformed, misguiding. I need to be in the thick of it. I need to be the chaos and the confusion and the pain and the suffering. I need to, because I want to help. I want to help. Listen, let me tell you something. When that COVID hit, when we was locked, I had to work in COVID. I caught COVID when it first happened. I made the news. 4 people came with me, 3 died. 3 died. 3 died. They had them on the news. I was that one that survived. That was a biological chemical warfare that happened upon us. But I didn't up and leave. I stood here, man. That's the cowardness. That's coward. That's a coward. It's a coward. So you're going to leave everybody behind and then you're going to flee. You might not come back. While you fleeing, something might happen to you. You know, these are the things that we need to talk about, man. You know, on these major platforms, the fakeness that's going on for views and shares and likes. This is what goes on. Yo, this is how I eat. So you eating by lying to the public. You eating by lying to your community. You eating and lying about your society, telling the people up and leave and be cowards and everything else. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's exactly what that is. That's cowardice. That's what that is. You're supposed to be preparing and fasting, preparing and fasting. You know, the water gets shut down, the lights. You don't know what's going to happen. But if you are prepared, you could be better off. You can fast. Teach the children how to fast. This is what we're supposed to be doing. This ain't nothing new. So this is part 2. You can go in my description, watch part 1. I got 15K. 15K. I got a little over 100 likes on that video. That video was really, really good because it was passionate. These videos be passionate, man. Passionate. Tell you the truth. I'm not asking for your Cash App. I'm not asking for your Zelles. I'm not asking for your PayPal or whatever else payment because you need it. You need it. You may need it. You may go have to buy some milk. You know, you may need it. A lot of men and women, you may need that money. Don't get me. That's crazy. You be sitting up here telling you stuff to prepare for this stuff and then turn around and say, yo, listen, hit my Cash App. Who does that? I need for you to pay attention. You watching these individuals. You watching them. You are watching these people. You watching them. They tell you everything. Listen, man, get a bomb bunker. I'm telling you, leave, pack your stuff up and just leave. Go over here. Where are you going? Where? Prepare by getting canned goods, candles, getting what's those flashlights, foods, canned goods, water. These things that you can need in fast. Fast. Get the solar panel. I got a solar panel flashlight. So if everything go down and you know the light shut down, I got a solar panel flashlight. Sad, man. A lot of us don't catch on. We don't catch on. We feed right to it. Get them Cash App, get them everything. You just told the people to prepare for it. How they gonna prepare for it? They giving you money. It's something to think about. This is the year of the fish, y'all. The year of the fish. Recognize the fish. Recognize the fish. Do not let this year go out without you rocking the fish. All right? Without you rocking the fish. Do not let this year go out. This is much needed. This is much needed among us. Able descendants. Able descendants. That's right. Able descendants. But this is part 2. Something to think about. Peace. Peace, 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 peace.